Alright, so do you guys think there's just one way to hit a golf ball? There's different ways. Sometimes you hit those different ways. It's okay. There's 9 different shots in a swing. And it all depends really on your setup and what you do during your swing that makes it do that. So if I told you guys a normal shot, what would you guys say? Just like kind of middle of the stance, kind of between your feet. If you've got like a middle iron, like a 7 iron that you guys have, you're just kind of dressing it in the middle. It's not too far back, it's not too far forward, and your hands are kind of in the middle, and you're just going to try to hit it straight. Okay. And what if you guys were trying to hit it a little bit lower? Where would you guys put the ball? A little bit towards the back. Towards the back. That way you could hit down on it a little bit more and keep it low to the ground a little bit. And if you guys had it a little bit higher up, what would that do? Get more air because you're getting under it a little bit more and you're adding loft to that club. You're making it like turning a 7 iron into an 8 iron. So we've got those 3 shots there. One with it kind of in the middle of your stance, one with it towards the back, and one with it a little bit towards the front. So you've got the 3 different ones there. And then another big thing is how you come into the ball. That can make a big difference. So if you came from the inside, that would either make it go right and come back, or go right and stay right. And what makes it come back is when you come from the inside and the face is kind of shut, that's what makes it draw where it starts out to the right and comes back. And then there's in the middle where you come from the inside and your face is pretty square, and that'll make it go out to the right and come back a little bit. It's not going to go too far left of the target. And then there's the 6th one where you come from the inside and the face is open. And that's what gets it going right and keep going further and further right. That's why the difference, like some people might say a fade. A fade is where it kind of goes left and comes back to where you're trying to land. And a slice is like where it starts straight and goes way right. And then we got over the top club could be close. And if you come over the top of the club is close, you have to go way far over there. It's going to hit the range part over there. And then you've got where you come from maybe over the top a little bit, and the club face is pretty square. It's just going to kind of go. It's going to go a little bit left. It might come back a little bit towards the target. That'd be more like a fade. And then you guys come. This is probably what 80% of golfers do. They come over the top, and they try to fix that by opening the face, and that gets it starting a little bit left, and then it goes further right. So you've got 9 different shots. They can be low or high, and they can go this way or they can go that way. But it's all about finding one that you can hit kind of the same time, all the time, and doesn't go too crazy. Okay guys, we're over here at the chipping green, and what we're going to work on a little bit is practice and what we do to take practice to the course. And one of the things you do most on the course is probably short game, either on the green or around the green, chipping up close to it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hit some different chip shots. We're not going to do where we hit a bunch of balls from one space, because when you're out there on the course, you'll get a short one and a long one and an in-between one. So you don't want to drop down this big of a bucket of balls in one area and just keep hitting those one after the other, because you'll get good at that one shot, but if you're a little bit further back or a little bit closer, it's going to be completely different. So one thing I like to do when I'm practicing is I get like 3 or 4 balls kind of close, 3 or 4 a little bit further back, 3 or 4 a little bit further back, and 3 or 4 a little bit further back. That way I don't spend too much time practicing on one thing, and that way you mix it up a little bit. And just like when we were on the range, we talked about how always having a target, because when you're on a golf course, you have to target the fairway or inbounds at least, and you're just trying to hit it there. So when you're on the range, you don't want to just kind of willy-nilly just smack them out there. And it's good. It's okay to try to hit it far, but as long as you kind of have a window. And when I'm there, I usually think about just getting in between 2 posts, because sometimes you can get kind of down on yourself when you're aiming at a post and you're not anywhere near it. But if you think, okay, I'm going to try to get it between these two posts, that gives you a little bit more error, and it doesn't get as discouraging if you're not hitting it close to where you're trying to. So over here we're going to drop a few. We're going to work on some different, getting a little bit further back, and we've got a target set up over there, a couple of the little rings, and those rings we keep in the clubhouse. If you guys want to borrow them, I think they'd let you guys borrow them if you guys are practicing. And then what that's going to teach us is that little range. If you get it inside those two rings right there, either one of them, you've probably got a good chance of making a putt from there. But if you're outside of those rings, that's where you could potentially miss it.